Today, I will talk about the sense of the touch. I want to show you how this is the gateway to the world. When I was a kid, for me, picking up a glass of water used to be an extremely complicated task. I was spilling water on the table, on the floor, on my homeworks, everywhere. Actually, I'm not sure if I was more messy or a clumsy kid. Were there any other clumsy kids here? Well, the thing is that I was not that good at using my hands. But as I got older, I got so much better because of a superpower, the touch. Do you ever think about how amazing your sense of the touch is? It's like a superpower that helps us to navigate around the world, from picking up a glass of water to drawing this masterpiece. An image can give us information about what is in and where the object's located. Here, there is a glass on a table. The problem is that we cannot interact with it. As vision can provide information about the objects, we can estimate, but just estimate, the shape and the weight of the objects. But the touch has a door for the entry of all the information that give us the specific characteristics of these objects. So one of the most amazing things about the touch is that we can predict our fingertip forces, and we can adapt these forces in relationship with the weight of the objects. The sense of the touch is not just to know if a drink is hot or cold, but how can we use this information? When we want to pick up a glass of water, we have to quickly figure out how heavy it is. Does it have juice in it or not? Is it full or it's empty? We might not think about these things, but there are some steps that have to be done before we interact with the objects. And the skin has the key to discover the world. It's like having a team of little engineers in our head that help us to do everything. It sounds easy, but it's a complex process that involves tiny signals. Think about this as if we have a lot of branches inside our body that they're connected from the tip of the finger to our brain. And all the sensations, from the softness of the fruit of a poppy to the roughness of a basketball, can travel up like a tiny ant carry these messages to the engineers. When we are young, the branches are thin and not well connected. And these engineers are still learning how to do their job because they still need the messages to work. So we learn by experiencing. And maybe that's why we're spilling water or having trouble with our hands when we are kids. As we get older, it's believed that these branches get bigger, thicker, and better connected. So more ants can carry more information to these engineers, and we can use this to make better predictions of the environment. So, the next time that you're holding something or you pet your favorite animal that suddenly licks your face back, take a moment to appreciate and discover how amazing your sense of the touch is. Remember, it is not just to know or to bring us closer to the reality of the object. It also helps us to better use our hands, making it the gateway to the world. Oh, and for all those clumsy kids here, if you ever have trouble at using your hands, don't worry. The engineers are still learning how to do their job, and they're getting better just as you are too. Thank you.